you know, they need a program for all of these footballers where, you know, like you said, they get thrown out in the real world and they don't have anything to fall back on, you know?
Yeah, no, of course.
Anything to refocus their energy on. After that though, you know, did you have a punt around in terms of after Barnet and everything, or did you just
Barnet? Yeah, what did I do? I went off the rails a bit, to be fair, Jordan. Yeah, man. I ended up getting nicked like 3 times. Because what happens is you've been playing football for 19 years and then you're thrown out into the real world, and suddenly you're like, I ain't got a job, I ain't got a club, I ain't got an agent. It's like, what am I doing? So I was just going out, man, just drinking and just getting into fights and shit outside nightclubs and that, you know, and just getting into trouble. And then I was like, and my dad sort of sat me down. He was like, Alfie, man, he was like, look, I didn't want to go and play non-league. That's what it was. You know what I mean? I didn't want to play non-league. I was a bit of a snob, I guess, in some ways. So fuck that non-league. Do you know what I mean? Why am I going non-league? Do you know what I mean? I've been, you know, in the academy system my whole life. I'm good enough.
Level, yeah.
I was just arrogant, ignorant. I was ignorant little fucker, you know. And I'm seeing like my friends in that at good clubs, and I'm like, you know, nah, man, I should be where they are. But then, you know, my dad sat me down. He was like, you got to push through this, you know. You got to push through this. You got to craft. He's like, you don't deserve to be anywhere. He's like, you know, you're in this position, and you got to figure out how you're going to get out of it. And if you still want this as badly as you say, then, you know, you got to delve deep inside of you and try and find that fire again. But I never found the fire again.
But that is where a little bit of guidance, a little bit of, you know, a senior head in the game can give you some good knowledge, good information. Say, for example, that stage in your career, you're young still, yeah?
Yeah.
Someone could have been like, I want to take you abroad. Like, let's start all over again. You know, you can, you know, you can try and make a name for yourself out somewhere else, you know, like, unless you have that person who's over you, who's done it already, who knows what they're talking about. Because at the end of the day, come on, man, you know, they need a program for all of these footballers where, you know, like you said, they get thrown out in the real world and they don't have anything to fall back on, you know?
Yeah, no, of course.
Anything to refocus their energy on. So if, for example, you had somebody, you know, who got released at 19 like you did, had something else to focus on, maybe, you know, you might say to yourself, no, I still want to play football, you know? I'm just going to, maybe I can take a little break and I can see what my options are, but it keeps you focused. But having nothing, that is a recipe for, you know.
It is, yeah. It's completely, man.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
I think, I mean, I've been thinking about it. I'd like to do a documentary on it, to be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? With people like yourself, like me. There needs to be some sort of, like kind of platform for it, really. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of young, you know, so young people can, like you know, I didn't have that guidance, so that's what I needed. It weren't there. Do you know what I mean? They say the PFA and that. What is it? What's that thing we have? The football, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some association thing.
Yeah. PFA.
I don't know what I mean? I didn't use them. I didn't help. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got to be in your face. Do you know what I mean? You know, it should be trying. I mean, they do. I don't want to slag them off, innit? I don't care anymore.
I got a good idea. You know what they could have? They can have the same way how they got a youth club for, you know, people in you know, rural rough areas, you know, in London. They can have a footballers youth club where you go and, you know, you can meet like-minded people like yourself, talk about things, and
100%.
You know, have a hub where in London is somewhere in London, maybe different pockets in London where you go meet up, and then you'd be like, oh, are you going?
Good idea. Yeah, no, that's a really, really good idea. That is that's a mad idea. I could definitely.
I think that would work, to be honest. Like,
it would, man, 100%. Because I never also like. So I've suffered from depression that badly. I suffer from anxiety now, which I never used to think I did until sort of like a year and a half ago when I went out. I was playing at Harrow Borough, and I had to walk out the changing room, and I just went to the loo, and I just cried. I just cried in the loo, and I came back to the manager. I said, I can't play, man. I'm in a state. And yeah, that's when for me I felt like I've got to put. Obviously, I had a lot of injuries and stuff as well. But yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, that's for me. I had to put it down. That's when I had to put it down. I don't think it's good for my head anymore, sort of thing. I wish I was a bit stronger, but it wasn't. It was just getting me down, man. I think in life, when something's getting you down, you've got to maybe try and make a sensible decision and maybe pull the plug on it a little bit.
Don't matter how much you love it, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's exactly the same, you know? It's like, you know, you love this girl and everything, and she's just treating you like shit. And then,
you know what I mean, man? So, exactly, It's literally, if she's treating you like shit, man, you got to, no matter how good it is, you know what I mean? You got to let her, man. But then I think that's what I'm saying, like now, it's then down to you, and this is like what you're saying, referring back to like a hub where footballers can go. And this is why this is good, what you're doing now, because I just want to say this. You've got to dig deep inside of you and try and find, like, what else are you passionate about? You know what I mean? I'm saying, like, find what else you're passionate about, and because when you find something new, that you're passionate about, then the fire in your belly lights. The fire in your belly lights because it's new. Suddenly it's a new journey. There's a bit of excitement there. You know what I mean? So when you find that, you've got to grab onto it. And then when you catch it, you've got to go and just say, fuck it, man, I'm going to go for this.
Someone who I know who's done that is someone you probably know well, Tayshan from your area.
Yeah, man.
And I see him doing, like, people might think it's like, why would he do that? But gardening, see him doing gardening.
Gardening and that, man. Yeah.
And for him, I see him, you know, teaming up with, you know, television channels and whatever, and you know, that could be a career path for him if, you know.
Definitely, man. He's doing it in a way also like where he's giving back to the area. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, all the stuff that happened with Grenfell, you know, and he's. Yeah, man, he's a clever kid as well. He's a clever kid. And he's a nice person as well. He's a pretty genuine person. So, yeah, man, absolutely. No, definitely. He could go into television with that, man, you know, he should try and get a little documentary going, man. You 100%. Know,
100%.
In terms of how he's got into it.
Yeah, 100%.
And like how he sort of, I think it helps him cope with football as well. Do you know what I mean? Gives him sort of peace of mind, you know, doing something else. Because he's been playing, like, you know, when you're playing football, and then going over your head, you've been doing that for 23 years. Eventually, and you're not in this place that you sort of wanted to be.
You wake up and it's like,
do you know what I mean? So, like, you know, you do have to find something else that's going to make you happy, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
For more content like this, like, share and subscribe.